Zoom. So once I hear it, I don't want to create an echo on YouTube. I will X out of this other pop-up and we'll get rocking and rolling with today's presentation of Save Club. What is Save Club? How does it work? Someone may have invited you to this Zoom today. I want to say welcome. I want to welcome all the guests. We hit record. Okay, welcome team, gang, friends. Vin here. It is okay. That's all good. We'll have the replay, right? Someone said that someone could make it. It's one of the reasons why we have replays is because we're busy. I'm very, very busy. To be honest, I wasn't looking for another business opportunity. I wasn't looking for another affiliate program. I have a few programs that I've been running for the last couple of years that have been great. I like working online because it's online. We're all scrolling anyway. We're all online anyway. We're all doing this. Sometimes too much of this scrolling, right? And why not leverage the internet to create an additional income stream? To put it into context, real quick, my background, and I say this, I share this with people because most people are like me, working class people, right? Go to school, get good grades, try to get good grades, get a secure job with pension and benefits. I did that. I was a city employee for 20 plus years in the city of New York. I was a New York City police officer for 11 years. And then I rolled my pension, all my coverage, my benefits and everything, my pension over to the New York City Fire Department. And I just had to do another 10 years there as a New York City firefighter. The reason I say pension is because pension is something is residual, right? A lot of people don't have pensions apparently that I speak to over the years. A lot of guys and gals I grew up with, a lot. See, where I grew up, you either took a city job, friends worked on Wall Street, or got into the electric union, again, working class. So there was pensions that are available. They're not as available as they are now. And a lot of corporate Americans I know, especially now, my age, I'll be 55 in October. They say they wish they had a pension. A lot of people don't have that cash flowing pension. And a lot of people are looking for ways to create residual income because if you haven't heard anything about the economy lately, right? It's not even funny. It's crazy. We were just on vacation last week and it was like, I mean, seven of us, my four kids, me, my wife, four kids, and my son's girlfriend were on vacation. And every time, like just going off of ice cream was like 150 bucks. Breakfast was 200 bucks. Dinner was 500 bucks a pop. Every little thing, right? Then you get home, you got to make a Costco run. That's 500 bucks. I don't even know where to. You guys, you know what I'm saying? Like, drop a one if you're feeling me, right? No matter what it is and what you do, the price of everything's increasing. I had to get shock for my pool again. It's like 200 bucks. So I'm not here to be gloom and doom. I'm here to be part of a solution. So if someone shared this with you, I want to show you kind of how we do this, right? It's very simple. We do this. This is a funnel. If you don't know what a funnel is, this is called like a landing page. If you text this to someone or have a Facebook post, and by the way, Save Club has, if you join us as an affiliate for $60, it's a $20 a month membership, but if you join as an affiliate for 60 bucks one time, you get an enormous amount of tools. You get a bunch of websites like this. Here's another funnel, all different types of funnels, funnels for travel, for food, for savings, right? You have it here. You have built in on the left. I'll go to the training tab. So there's training available. See on the left, training. It teaches you what to do, how to get started. There's all marketing materials. They give you, and this is all for 60 bucks. I mean, and I'm not looking to downplay it. Oh, it's only 60 bucks, but it's only $60 for a business in a box. If you know anything about online business, to even get a funnel with an email campaign, to put that together is, for most people, they don't have the tech skills for that. I don't. And then to have this all done for you. So anytime someone sees this and they watch maybe a video here and they put their name, email, and phone number in there, they click secure position and they are tied to you. They are linked to you in perpetuity. And that's what affiliate marketing is. Now we have a leveraged plan with this affiliate model that's unlike anything. If you've ever been involved in network marketing and direct selling, this is not that. This is not like anything you've seen before. So it's the model, right? But there's no auto ship and business volume and starter packs and all that stuff. So you can download the compensation plan here. But there's so much. There's a lot of training going on. And really, what I did was I saw my friend's post. So I put my name and email in here. I went into the back office. I did secure a free position. You want to do that, right? Secure a free position because every week at Friday midnight, uh, Pacific time is when they take all the people that pre-enrolled here, and once they upgrade, they all go into a matrix, a 2 by 16 matrix, and you could have people land under you literally from all over the world. You could potentially, and there's no qualifications to make income here. In other words, if you're just an affiliate and you don't even enroll anybody, you can literally make up to $4,000 a month in residual income. If I go here, I generally don't do this. I'll show you the pay plan here. If I go to the pay plan here, everyone that you personally enroll, you're going to make 25%, and then 5% if once you're a one star. So, you know, it's $60 to get started as an affiliate, and then $20 a month after that. So when someone gets started, they pay their first month. It's you get paid $20 for everyone you personally enroll. Then you see here this matrix. People just spill under other people here, and you can actually literally make up to $4,000 per month in residual income for never sponsoring anyone. This company is modeled, the whole business structure is modeled from a company that's literally right now the number one company in momentum in all of network marketing. And in January 2023, everyone said, no one's going to get involved with something like that. It's just a $10 a month membership, right? This is a $20 a month membership, but this pays out literally exponentially more. Just on the matrix alone, you can make up to $65,000 a month in passive income. So then there's generational matches. We'll have comp plan trainings on that. It's your choice. You can get started as a VIP. I started as a VIP. I paid the $60 to be an affiliate, and I paid all my month, the whole year up front. So I pay literally for what I'm about to show you, and a lot of us do. I know there's some VIPs on here. If you want to drop in the chat, if you're a VIP, there's VIPs on here. They're making more money per sign up, and as well as uh, um, coded bonuses. So I just did that because I have no monthly with this program, and I literally have a business in a box. So, what is Save Club? Save Club is a $20 a month membership, global savings, deals, and discounts. And we saving money on products and services that we use every single day anyway. So, what's the problem? We know what the problem is. It's a problem. Again, I'm not looking to be gloomy and doomy in this presentation today. But a problem is, I mean, maybe you've heard, it's like everyone, this is all people talk about. Higher costs, groceries, food, housing, utilities, insurance, gas, transportation, clothing, etc. Okay. So if that's the problem, what is a solution is lower costs. I mean, this is an easy one, guys. There's no scientists here telling you, well, if you take this product and this is like math. Problem, higher costs. Solution, lower costs. That's the Save Club membership. That's what it is, right? Big savings from the world's best brands that you know, dining brands, shopping brands, automotive brands, theme park movie ticket, movies and tickets and travel brands, and it goes way further than that, guys. And like these brands, if you're listening, I'll read some out. A lot of times people will listen to a recording while they're driving or walking, and I do the same thing as well. But you've heard of like dining brands like Applebee's, Papa John's, Buffalo Wild Wings, IHOP, Red Lobster, right? Jersey Mike's, Olive Garden, Denny's, right? But there's so many more. I'll show you that too. This populates right in your own neighborhood. Shopping brands like Samsung, BJ's, Dell, Cabela's, Apple, Target, Home Depot, Office Max, and many more. Automotive brands, Midas, Firestone, Jiffy Lube, Pep Boys, right? You've heard of it, Goodyear. Theme park movie ticket brands. You've heard of Disney, Universal, SeaWorld, Legoland, Regal, AMC movie theater tickets. Travel brands, Hyatt, Holiday Inn, Hilton's, Thrifty, Avis, JetBlue, okay, United Airlines. So you could save on those things. If you've done any of that in the last month, any of those places, if you've been to Home Depot or Target, there are savings there in the savings club. Now you could probably scrape the internet or look everywhere for these and find these deals. A lot of them are exclusive to Save Club, but I just like having it convenient. And for 20 bucks, it's like 67 cents a day to have a membership. But we're hearing a lot about cashback, right? And the reason so many companies and brands are doing the cash back, the buy one get one free deals, the 50% off, is because they're in competition with other brands and they want to acquire customers and retain customers. So us as customers, we have some power in our buying, right? And that's why we can go where the deals are. And a lot of companies are using not only these cashbacks, but they're using affiliate plans to reach the end user, right? Because a lot of us don't really look at Facebook ads or YouTube ads. I know when I watch YouTube, I just can't wait until an ad comes up. When an ad comes up, I'm just waiting for the skip button at the lower corner, right? Skip. We all do that. I mean, we just can't even wait for it to get there. And so it's hard to get people's attention. So, big brands like Target and Amazon Prime or Amazon, Walmart, or all have affiliate plans. So affiliates plans are more prevalent now than ever because we have the internet where we can connect like this and we can communicate the way we're communicating right now. And friends do what friends do, right? So if someone probably invited you here, right, to take a look at this program and they had your attention. It's easier to get someone's attention with, hey, Anthony, listen, I want to show you something, right? Or you speak to a friend, or you invite a friend, or maybe a friend sees someone else's post out there, right? You see a post on cashback or making residual income or a side hustle or an affiliate plan that's a $20 a month turnkey business, turn it into $5,000 monthly, something like that. You see it, and this is why there's so many people starting online businesses right now because companies are offering people not only cashback and rewards, but affiliate plans as well. In other words, affiliate model is get me a customer, I'll pay you. If you don't get me a customer, that's fine. So it's like win-win for both parties involved. Dining discounts, cashback. You see these brands, you know the brands, right? IHOP, I read Outback. These are just dining brands. So many others. Popeyes, right? Luxury brands, exclusive deals. All right, take a screenshot of this, or I'm not going to read through all of these. It's just when you have the Save Club and you're looking through the back office, you see that it's just endless, right? Travel savings, right? 25 to 50% off. There are 6 portals within Save Club. And so travel accommodations with, again, like booking.com, Travel Advisor Choice, Accor, VRBO. I mean, VRBO, when you think about affiliate plans, I know I'm back and forth with like brands and affiliate plans. VRBO is a big affiliate plan. VRBO, it's the other one. Let's skip in my mind right now. The Airbnb. Airbnb's got a higher valuation than Hilton, and Hilton has been around since the late 1700s. But Airbnb doesn't even own any real estate. Isn't that wild? How like Uber doesn't own any cars, but they literally put an entire industry on its back. And so affiliate marketing is very powerful. I like the comparisons here. Like what I like about this whole program is that it's simple and there's no fluff, right? If I look at a deal and the same exact thing, one is $23 and one is $43, right? This says $24 savings. I guess there's tax or something there. $24 savings. It's easy to see. I mean, what would you rather pay? $8 for a hamburger or $10 for a hamburger? I'll take eight. It's the same exact thing. So we always would prefer paying less. I don't know who in their right mind would prefer paying more for the same exact thing. I mean, there are lunatics out there, some people maybe, but most people agree. And also, one of the things I like too is me personally, I don't feel strange sharing this with people. It's like, this one's, you could save money if you go to on an oil change, whatever. Like, it's not strange. No one's like a lot of times in network marketing, if you do a home-based business, it's like, all right, take a picture of yourself in your underwear and put it on Facebook. And then like wait 2 weeks and take these fat loss pills and then put another picture. So it's like kind of cringy and no one likes to do that. Sorry. I know I don't. I know I never did, I will never will. But this is simple, right? This is every day. And you could see I mean, so many different testimonials all across Facebook about this and everywhere. I mean, it's just there's a lot of that. And this company, I think right today is 24 days old since launch, right? There was a pre-launch period of like uh, maybe a month and a half, but this company since launch is 24 days old at the time of this video. 399 compared to 339. I mean, that's obvious. Same exact product. On the left, here you see for movie tickets, $25.49 for an adult ticket. On the right with Save Club, it was $15 plus $5 for the booking fee. So it was $20 for two tickets instead of like $51. So that's a savings of $31. Same movie, same everything. Why not? Right? And that's just on one deal. We're talking about a $20 a month membership. That's just on one purchase to the movies, right? Here's one, I think it's GNC, $55 savings on a purchase, same exact purchase. Venetian Resort Las Vegas, you have a savings, same room, same dates, same everything of $566. Again, there are deals that are exclusive to Save Club, and at the same time, you could probably find some similar deals, but who the hell wants to go sit and scrolling online looking for these deals all day long? It's like cutting coupons, right? This is all in one spot, and it's very convenient. I mean, you think about convenience, and I'll probably allude to this after. I have Spotify. I pay them money for convenience. I could get the same music for free on YouTube and just listen to it, but it's just not convenient for me. So I pay the subscription. The deal. Here's a friend of mine sent me about an oil change. Another friend of mine just sent me something. He says $60 on at Men's Warehouse. I gotta get a screenshot of that on a suit. Here is a savings. I don't know exactly what that is. Is another screenshot. $300 of Ozempic. So you get the point, right? There's a lot of different savings on a lot of different programs. Is it worth it? Look, and I'm going to tell you this, and I'm always only going to be straight up. Like you could show me savings all day long, and I like that. Would I rather pay less? Yeah, of course. But I'm not here because of the savings. I think the number one product that this company has, that this opportunity has, is residual income, recurring sticky income, unlike anything I've ever seen. And this is all I look for. I mean, for the last 17 years, all I am fanatical about is passive income. And the reason it's passive income, recurring income, is because I want to have income, God forbid I drop dead of a heart attack, that comes in every single month and it's not attached to my heartbeat. Does that make sense? Right? I hate to be morbid like that, but these things happen. So, and again, the power of recurring income far is the only thing you gotta have for freedom. And I'm gonna get more into that because I'm into like the whole business of it. I mean, otherwise I wouldn't be sitting here doing a Zoom in the middle of the day if I didn't have a business behind it, right? Am I gonna just show people how to save money all day? Yes. So there's a lot of value in Save Club, right? But I'm gonna show you the real value and look at the potential, you know, for the even if for someone who's a member and not an affiliate. I mean, that's the point. You want to have something that stands on its own. Dining, food, shopping, retail, auto health services, right? I mean, the annual savings per user there's an estimate, $1,600. What I want to do, let me show you real quick the back office here. I'll show you Save Club. So if you're in the back office, I was on the comp plan before. If you're on the back office, go to my deals and it'll click here and it populates where your area. You could put maybe you put Staten Island, USA. I put that in the other day. It's where I used to live. And, there's places that pop up right where you live, right? Different spots. You see here, Costco, Aunt Annie's. My youngest son loves those pretzels. Is it the pretzel place? And so, Finish Line, Claire's, Applebee's, Sterling, right? CVS. And you can see there's like a lot of pages. See the bunch of pages on the bottom here? You go on the left if you want to do automotive, business office, car rental, condos, cruises, entertainment, health and wellness. You can play around with this. You get your Save Club and you're playing around with it. I have a couple of my sons right now with a $15 coupon at Top Golf right now as we speak. So Men's Warehouse. So, people are going to say, hey, how much could I save? See, it says, how much could I save? So let's click the button at the bottom and click, let's find out. So this is an estimated, see here on the right, estimated yearly savings. Let's just say you eat out. How many times a week do we eat out? Let's just say we eat out twice a week. See, I mean, just that alone is $416, right? This is weekly for lunch. So let's just say you eat out one time a week for dinner, 728. How many? We order pizza once a week. That's $1,000 just that. I mean, there are people that are using what's happening here, that are use this, that take really advantage of this. There's people they've been on Zooms like this. They're using it to get a free sandwich every day. And so, you could really, for people that are really all over this, and it's a huge market. Like I'm into like business. There's a huge market for savings. right? Henry Ford said something like, sell to the classes, you can dine with the masses. This isn't a niche product. It's not like I'm here telling you about collagen or peptides or a certain weight loss pill or whatever, or I'm selling some kind of computer. This is something, who wants to save money? Who consumes food? Everyone. So these aren't things that are strange to people, right? Monthly, if you go bowling, movie tickets, I don't know. So you can kind of get the idea where you could play around with this and just to get some estimates on what you could save money on. Okay. So let's see what's next on the slideshow. Now, is this the hottest business of 2025? It's definitely a hot business. There are some good businesses out there, some good, people call them side hustles. I don't know if I like the term hustle. I like a business. But people are looking to make additional income. I was on TikTok before, and there was some guy with all these numbers, and the numbers are the numbers. I have other uh, trainings and overviews. I show different things like what is chat. If you go to Chat GPT and just say, what's the average household expenses? What's the average annual income? What's the average tax rate? What percentage of society actually has a pension? And like the math doesn't jive, right? And most people don't talk about this because we've been indoctrinated into, I know I'm a conspiracy theorist. We've been indoctrinated into a world that says, don't talk about money. Just don't talk about it. Just borrow money to go to college, get credit card debt, get a mortgage, but no, don't ever talk about money. Just pretend everything's okay. And a lot of people saying, like, we can use an extra $100,000 in the house, you know? Well, a lot of people want to get started and make 500 a month. I think a lot of people need an extra 5,000 a month. And this is what I like about this is it's residual. And can you do it here? If you hang out with us and you're coachable, and the answer is yes, right? Because this model has already been proven. That's another whole story. As far as the funnels, the back office, the comp plan, the whole modeling, this company was modeled from a company that is, again, like I said, the fastest growing company still to this day in direct selling because they're a membership model, subscription based. This is not MLM auto ship based. This is membership based, right? Work from home without limits. So let's talk about why do people look to start an online business? Let's just switch gears. Think of yourself if you're watching this, like just, you don't have to put anything in the comments or anything. Just think about your situation. Beautiful family, whether you have a family, you don't have a family, big family, small family. You could be, baby boomer looking to retire, Generation X looking to retire too, right? Uh, Millennials or other generations with younger kids, right? So Generation Z, I think that's called, right? And so think of your situation. Most people, well, we're all happy. I'm not a gloom and doomer for the most part, right? I try to limit my intake of the news, but we all have this. If I put on the left here in this list, most people, they don't say, well, what is that? I don't have a mortgage, a car payment, credit card, student loans, tax, insurance, food, gas, utilities, cell phones, savings, right? Are you saving money? Are you saving as much money as you'd like to save? Right? We're showing you something to add to your life, this business, right? Not stop what you're doing and quit your job type of thing, right? This is in addition. This is why I'm speaking quickly. We usually work about an hour a day with this. I do at least. And I just share the link with people. And some people don't look at it. Some people do look at it. Some people put their information in it. Some people put their information in it and do nothing. Some people put their information in and now they're on Zoom here with me, right? And that's all about leverage. Okay. So all these things translate into money. Most people like me worked 40, 50 hours a week for 25 years. That's what I did. I traded my time for dollars. Very happy about it. Loved my job. I didn't want to retire from the fire department. To be honest with you, I loved it. I wanted to stay there. I happened to get hurt, but at the same time, I didn't always want to work. You know what I mean? When I was a young cop, I loved it. I loved it. It was great. But I didn't want to work Christmas Eve and every weekend in the summer. Like there was a lot of times I didn't love it. We have a tendency to look back at our jobs, be all nostalgic. But there was a lot of times I was like freezing my ass off on a footpost somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So uh even though it's 100 degrees out right now. Anyway, so these things cost money, right? Life costs money. My mother, rest in peace, used to always say that, right? So what are your monthly bills? One of the reasons I really like Charles Murray, the CEO of this company, him and I speak a very similar language. We're all about that freedom number. Like if you could take your monthly bills and put them all on autopilot, like literally have that covered with a residual business, because these are residual bills. These come in, you could, God forbid, something happens to you, your mortgage is still coming in. The car payment, like food, all that stuff's still coming in. Like no one cares. You know what I'm saying? They don't care if you lose your job. It is what it is. So those are residual. Okay. I want to show you something about compounding income because most people never talk about this. I'm from the middle class, working class, public school system. They don't teach us this. Compounding income. You might have heard of compounding interest. This is why, because Wall Street wants you to put money in a 401k, 457 Roth IRA. All good, right? I did that, put it in for 30 years, right? But compounding income with a business like this, because it has leverage, I just want to show you something. Okay. If you have a team of 5 people and it grows by one person in a month, that business grew 20%, right? Those are the numbers. If you have a team of 10 people, right? Maybe you brought in 7 people and, you know, 3 of those people brought in one. Now it's a team of 10 and 2 new people come in next month. That grew by 20%. So the same thing happens if you have a team of 100. By the way, we'll teach you how to do this, right? No one likes recruiting or calling people or any of that. I get that because I don't like doing that, to be honest with you. But every business acquires customers. If you own a pizzeria, you have, customers. Every business. We're taught not to sell because it's evil and rotten to the core, but we end up selling our time, our life to make money. Compounding interest, compounding income. So if you have a team of 100, if you get to $100 a month in residual income and your income grows by 20%, team grows by 20%, this is what it looks like after 3 months. Okay. After 3 months, you're looking at $172 in residual income. Now, most people are going to say, $172? What the hell am I going to do with that? And I get it. But the reason is, if you're anything like me, I didn't really understand residual income. I really didn't internalize it when I was younger. I used to trade time for it. I would work overtime if I wanted more money, right? Residual income, I have other trainings that we'll do on this, but like to make $172 a month or 5,000 a month in residual income, like you know how much real estate you have to own? If you're making 10% interest, okay, on $100,000, that's $1,000 a month, right? Or something around there. You have to have 100,000. Who's got an extra 100,000 to put in the bank to take off the interest, right? So I'm just showing you compounding income is very, very powerful. $172 a month. If you stay plugged in and you following this system, then over the next course of the next, this is an example, you're up to $300 a month after 6 months. After 12 months, you're at $900 a month. Okay. Residual income. I worked 20 plus, a little over 20 years, 40 to 50 hours a week for residual income. Okay. You got that, what I just said there? Let's average, let's just say 50 hours a week for 20 years. Okay. For residual income. And under some really crappy, hardcore circumstances. I was a cop in Brooklyn. I was a fireman, so I'm saying people will do that. People be a school teacher for 35 years for a pension. Electrician union, 30 years, 34 years. I spoke to the guy who works at a water company, came in front of my house, 34 years. He's going to make, I think he said, did he say 2,300 or $2,800 a month he's going to make? Guy's older than me. He's gonna make 2,800 for the rest of his life after working 34 friggin' years, right? So compounding income, this is residual. I can't stress the word residual enough. After 18 months, you're at 2,600 a month, right? This is just an example. This is an example of people that have never done this before or have tried something like this before and haven't had success. You can. It's just a matter of decision, right? And so you could see, you may have heard of people making 7 figures in an industry like this. 20,000 a month, 40,000 a month. When we got started, my wife and I in network marketing 17 years ago, I wanted to make 1,800 a month. I said, if I can make 1,800 a month, that'll be amazing. Right? But we ended up making 1,800 a week, then 1,800 a day. And for a civil servant, that's a lot of friggin' money. Why? Because we plugged into the system and just, got into the duplication. But over the years, I've been in multiple different companies, and that's why I learned what works and what doesn't work. This, what I'm showing you, works. All right, this whole model, there's reasons why. So if you want to make 500, 1,500, 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, or 7 figures, we're talking about a business in a box, basically, for $300 a year with zero monthly costs for this business. I'm gonna play a very quick video for you, okay? Just to break up the sound, like you can hear another voice, and also let me do this for video sharing. This way, I want to show you Patrick Bet David speaking about the subscription economy.
You ever see some of these companies' valuation? This company's worth $220 billion. This one worth $6 billion. This one only after 2 years worth $680 million. Why and how? It's called the subscription economy. According to a Forbes article, it says two companies, same top line revenue, 100 million, 100 million. This one has to go chase for its revenue every single month. They got to go sell again. But this one, it's subscription. Every month, people are paying $49.99. According to this Forbes article, this one could be worth 8 times more just because it's reoccurring versus this one. There's a reason for that. We're going to talk about that today.
That's Patrick Bet David. You probably know who he is. Here's a 10-second clip from Gary Vaynerchuk.
I'm a retailer at heart, so of course I love this. Everybody should be in retail, and everybody should figure out how to do subscription.
Are there businesses out there that you think should be thinking about subscription?
All of them.
Again, all of them, right? This isn't, maybe sometimes we have a friend of ours that's a negative Nancy, but these are top entrepreneurs talking about this. And you can do even more research on this and see so many entrepreneurs talking about the subscription economy. So if you've ever been involved with network marketing, this isn't that. It looks similar, but it's not that. Traditional network marketing, there's some great companies out there that over the years have had great products, great leadership, really good people, well-intentioned. But there are things about that business model when you're involved with that you'll find if you've ever done it before, is that the brands that you're promoting in network marketing are generally foreign to most people. Right? You're going to approach someone, try to tell them about something they've never heard before, and there needs to be an explanation of the benefits and features, and you find yourself trying to convince people about these products that are like so cutting edge with a network marketing company. And it's like the greatest collagen, peptides, juice, weight loss pills, shakes, right? We all want wellness. We all want, less wrinkles, less aches and pains. I do. I'll speak for myself. But again, these business models have proven to be very challenging. And it's not just because of this, it's because of a few other issues that it has that the public don't enjoy. I shouldn't say they don't enjoy it, they don't participate. There's a reason why those businesses are going out of business. And I'm going to show it to you in a second. Certificate of analysis, doctor's call, patent pending, you can't get it anywhere else. All these stories with network marketing. And, if you look at subscription Save Club, it's not foreign to anyone. Everyone knows what dining brands, shopping brands, automotive, everyone knows these products. Home Depot, right? So it's not foreign to people. Another problem with network marketing are these starter packs. You get started in a business like this, it's going to be $300, $500 to buy all these different products. And maybe you got to give out samples. They tell you to do a home conversion pack where you got to empty your house out and bring in all these new cleaning products. And it's a hassle. It's expensive, to be honest with you. It's overpriced. And then after the starter pack, it's like the auto ship. So $150 a month auto ship, people don't pay. People do, bottom line is they don't stay on auto ship. This is a fact. So it's like you could try a business like that. I've tried them. I've had in 4 different companies, and I was a diamond in 4 companies. And I don't say that. I'm only saying that to say that I know this industry, right? And one of the companies I was with was like 7 years, and it was an energy company. There was no products. Every other company that I was in that was a product-based company, it was at best. You look back now, the momentum was at most 9 months, right? And you see here the industry average is 2.7 months. So, I'm showing you a business. It's not just because it's inexpensive, but it's like where are you going to spend your time? That's why I use the compounding interest slides. Right. So on the left, these network marketing companies, they all have like starter packs and auto ship and business volume, got to be qualified. Save Club doesn't operate like that. They operate like Amazon Prime on Netflix. It's just a membership. That's all it is. There's no starter pack. There's no auto ship. There's no business volume. You don't have to be qualified to get paid. And you just, you don't even have to use the membership, actually. Like Spotify to me, I said, is convenience. Planet Fitness makes their entire businesses hoping people don't show up. Costco makes all their margin from the memberships. So companies that really know what they're doing, that's what Save Club is, right? To get started is $60 to be an affiliate. You get multiple funnels, opt-in forms done for you, email campaigns, automation, AI for lead generation and follow-up. All right. So these are all relevant. You're not getting a garage filled with products. You're getting tools that you literally need to market on the go. I spoke to a friend and I said, you can do this business literally from the men's room. Like we're just texting the stuff out, right? Or putting a piece of, they actually give us the content to share. So it's like, if you plug in, if you focus on keeping this really simple and not overcomplicating it, they give you the tools. And for $60, you got it all done for you, right? There's two options to get started. You can pay $60 and then 19.97 a month, $20 a month is option one, or you just become a VIP. I did the VIP. A lot of people do the VIP because there's more money in it, and you pay $300 for the year and zero monthly, and you're done, right? And you also make extra income. You make 10%, $10 more per enrollment, plus people in your organization. You make five. Look, when 30, 40, 50 people in your organization, when your business starts to grow and you get, 100 people a week coming in and you make an extra $10 per person, $5 per person, that adds up. And that's just one small element of this compensation plan. So the VIP, no monthly. And the most important thing is retention. I want to speak to you about retention, then we'll finish up, okay? Retention is key. Without retention, I don't care if you own a restaurant or any type of business. If you're not retaining customers, you're always out trying to find new customers. That's the problem with real estate. That's the problem with the mortgage business. There's no retention. There's no retention. There's no recurring income. If you have retention and you have to have leverage, see, without leverage, most people, you're probably listening to this recording while you're driving or doing something else. You're busy. You have a job. You have a business. You have something you're already doing, right? So you need to have leverage, right? Because this is low ticket. It's not like real estate. You sell a house and you make $30,000 on the sale. This is low ticket. So you need leverage. This is why, when you help two people get two people who get two, who get 10, who get 10, like 10 people that find 10 is 100 times 10 is 1,000 times 10 is 10,000. So that is leverage, but none of that even matters, leverage, if you don't have retention, right? Because by the time you have 100 people in your organization, if there's no retention, you're back to 10. So you add these two together, you got freedom, right? J. Paul Getty says, I'd rather have 1% of 100 people's efforts than 100% of my own. And this is a picture, obviously, you know what this is. This is the world. I want to show you an example. Let's just say you start in the Northeast and you have some friends there. And then they have some friends in the Southeast who have some friends in the West Coast who know some people in Middle America. Now, you don't even know anyone else, let's just say, but they do. Now you have a team in Canada. See, you can't even go this far if there's no retention, right? With the VIP, people are in for a year. They can't even get out. They can't even leave. I mean, you get your money back in 7 days, but I'm just saying people are in for a year and you get paid residual as if they're paying the $20 a month. Okay? Don't miss what I just said there. All right. It's passive income. All right. Your business can grow to Mexico, Central America. People know people all over the world. And you can literally have a digital business that grows and grows. And then we just got this, we're 23, 24 days into this. We have no employees, no payroll, no insurance, no legal. Customer service is all done for us. We're on with the CEO 3 times a week. They take questions. The CEO takes questions from the field. So you can ask questions. I mean, there's so much value, and I'm not saying this to hype it because I really don't want to do that, but I'm saying there's so much value for the cost. It's disproportionate, right? Manufacturing, no manufacturing, packaging, shipping, customs. It's instant delivery. We have a digital business. Someone gets started halfway around the world, and instantly they're not waiting for something to show up. The funnels, training, email campaigns, the reels, all the marketing is done for us. AI for lead generation and follow-up. You could pay crypto or they pay out in crypto if you'd like. A lot of countries use crypto. I mean, countries that are right now growing in South Africa and other places in the world. I use Visa, MasterCard, American Express, Discover. I get paid directly to my ACH. This is a very simple system. I do want to say thank you for joining. If there's any questions, I'll take them now. Let me just see if there's any questions here. Okay. This is my first one back. I was on vacation for a week. Let me see here if there's any questions in the chat. Okay. There's some. So here we go. I don't know what all that is. Okay. I'm trying to read the questions. Um, Billy's on the air. What's up, Billy Brew? Jed in Utah's on the air. My cousin Vinny. Let me just see who's on the air. If anyone needs anything, just let me know. You know what I'm saying? If you need anything, just give me a call. And yeah, but the person who invited you here. Is there any questions? Billy, do you have a question? Billy raised his hand. Let me know if you have a question, right? Bought a lot, buy a lot, and let it rot. That's funny, right? It's so true. It's so true. Yep, yep. Which Luke R is this? Is this Rorty? Uh, love this unconsciously purchased to repeat it. That's funny. Buy a lot and let it rot. Never heard that one. You got what's up, brother? Thanks for coming on. Are you already a pre-enrollee? For the folks that are not pre-enrollees, if you want, make sure you get this link here. Okay. Where is it? This link. Oh wait, you see that? Let me just X out of this. Make sure you get this link and put your email in there, and you will get a free position in the genealogy. Okay. So if anyone has anything else, let me know. Hit me up on the Facebook. All right. In Friday, send me a link. You got it, brother. Very good. Will do. I appreciate you big time. I'll send it to you on Facebook. Does that work? And Team Gang friends, thank you for tuning in. And I will see you at the top. I am gonna go poolside right now because it is friggin' hot, right? Uh, yep, yes, yeah. Going to do. I say I'm gonna do cannibals. I really don't do cannibals anymore. I'm getting a little achy these days. So I'm just gonna kind of. I think I'm gonna walk in. Anyway, God bless you all. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you at the top. Let's go do it.